We hurt people. We hurt people. Yeah, we definitely hurt people, and I like them hurting people. Speaking of people that everybody seems to be getting hurt the worst is Ricochet. Ricochet is a pretty fascinating case of people giving up on him before he really get his feet going. I made a video a couple while back. Go check it out by Ricochet. What his career could be like at AEW, and we're still counting. In today's time, everybody is you know, fast paced, fast food wrestling exists because of the internet. Because nothing can cook, nothing can boil, nothing can actually be actually done. Everybody like everything medium rare, and I think medium rare is disgusting. I just think, shouts out to those that like it, but I don't understand how you want blood in the middle of your meat. That's just fucking disgusting to me. But people want shit to be halfway done, and yet they want it to live up to the expectations. And I just think nobody's giving Ricochet a chance to really boil his eggs, to really cook his turkey for Thanksgiving, to really cook a meal. I don't think a lot of y'all know how to actually cook a meal. Y'all are microwave babies. Everything just got to be done right away. And that's how wrestling is. Everything has to be done right away. So people thought Ricochet should get a world championship right away. And people are saying, oh, he was only there to fight Will Ospreay. And I'm like, what the hell is everybody talking about? You ask me, Ricochet is on to something here. I'm one of the only ones that ain't giving up on Ricochet because it hasn't been a year. See, I give people time. Y'all give people months. 2 months at best. Oh man, 2 months. If this ain't Stone Cold level, then this is burial. Like, and we seen Ricochet get bullied by the Hurt Syndicate, which is to me the best group in AEW. One of the best things in AEW right now is the Hurt Syndicate. And a lot of people take that. Some people would take that as like, oh man, Ricochet is looking like a fucking, you know, he's looking like he's a fucking whip getting told to stand in the corner with his leg up. And I don't know if you've been noticing, but Ricochet is cooking on the low, right? You don't really smell what he's cooking, like The Rock, but you know how you go into an apartment and you smell all types of food. You don't know who's cooking what, but something smell good, and sometimes something don't smell that good. I think Ricochet might be cooking up something that might smell good if you let it cook. We let Triple H cook, you know. Uh, Ricochet is wearing the suits and he's talking, and I'm not saying he's the Miz or something, but the fact he's trying to talk says a lot about him. And to me, you get brownie points for at least trying. A lot of people are saying he sounds like a dork and oh, take him off the mic and blah blah blah. But okay, how do you want Ricochet to get any better if you don't want him to try something different? Just make that make sense for a second. How will we ever know if Swerve was this good if you never let him try to be good? How we would have known if Tony Storm was this good if you never gave her a chance to be good? How we know Stone Cold, etc. Right? I'm not comparing people. I'm saying, just imagine if Stone Cold was the ringmaster and they never let him pick up a mic. Can you imagine what that would have been like? I'm not comparing people. Slow down. I'm saying we don't know the greatness of someone if you never give them a chance. So, a lot of people think that Ricochet this could be teases up the Ricochet joining the Hurt Syndicate. And that could be a good direction for his career. I looked at it as this. that, first of all, if you've been noticing at all, Ricochet is a heel right now because he took advantage of Brody King hitting his head on top of the post like a week ago. That's how he got the win over Brody King, right? During that match and before that match, he's purposely being annoying. I feel like Ricochet is embracing his weaknesses. He's not a good talker. So you know what? Let me talk and be annoying. He's making weird noises and shit like that. I think that's good. If you just let this play out, that's what's wrong with the wrestling world. Everything got to be done in 1 minute. That's what's wrong with the wrestling world today. Everything has to be done right away. And it's got to live up to the highest level of expectations. But at the same time, the expectations are still very low. But that's another video for another time to explain that. But Ricochet was being annoying. He was in that match with Brody King. Oh, leave me alone. And he was boo-hooing and crying in that match. He's been arrogant, feeling himself. Did you see the interview talking about AEW wouldn't really exist if it was for Ricochet? That was his initiation to turn heel and be annoying. The same way he was talking on that podcast is the same way he's acting on AEW. How nobody understands this or see this? But he's buried and Ricochet's just embarrassing himself. He should have never left WWE. Stay in WWE and stay a guy that doesn't talk, show no personality, doesn't even try. Before he left, he was wearing the suits. He wasn't really talking that much, but he was wearing the suits a little bit, right? So it was showing something, right? But I think AEW, what he's doing at AEW is embracing everything Triple H was probably about to do with him. But maybe not. I think Ricochet, right now, is doing the best he can, right? I don't care what everybody else is saying. I'm not giving up on Ricochet. They're just saying, he's already buried. People throw that word around too much. Way too much. The Rock actually buried Billy Gunn. Big difference. That's a real burial. John Cena actually buried Rusev. John Cena actually buried Wade Barrett, the Nexus. That's a real burial. How is Ricochet buried if he's on TV all the time? Make it make sense. But I added a side note into this. I did mention the Hurt Syndicate. We Hurt People. I love that theme song. The Hurt Syndicate bringing in Ricochet would be great, but there's also other candidates. They did give a card to Max Caster, I believe Leo Rush, Mercedes Moné. I think Mercedes Moné will be a great addition to the Hurt Syndicate because it's a female, and it's a female. That's a female. But anyway, she would bring a whole different element to the Hurt Syndicate, and you could choose. I think Max Caster probably would be a better choice to be in the Hurt Syndicate. He's younger. He's a little, he's a little bit more what they probably is looking for. I mean, it could go with Ricochet, and I think what they did with Ricochet could be an initiation to toughen him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the way people was looking at it, like, they just made him look like a bitch. Cool. What are you supposed to do against 3 guys that's 3 times his size? Make that make sense. What are you supposed to do? Lashley by himself is like 5 times bigger than him. You're not thinking logically. So you're supposed to fight all of them and still lose. Okay. And then the fact he went out there, back in the back, Renee Young, looking marvelous all the time. She interviewed him. He basically was being delusional about like, just brush it off. And I'm like, this is great shit to me. So I'm like, dude, y'all don't even see the constant evolution of Ricochet. Y'all don't see it. He changed his move. He's giving himself new taunts. He's not super duper high flying that much. He's still doing his Ricochet shit, but he's changing certain things. He's being a little bit more grounded. Hell, he basically just said, you know what, Will Ospreay, I'm just going to take your Blade Runner. I'm just going to do it differently. Then him and Will Ospreay supposed to have another match, number 2, I believe at Collision Christmas or something like that. That might be the only reason why I watch Collision, honestly. And I'm just like, I'm looking at this like, bro, this is good. Like, if it keep going the way it's going, if he does join the Hurt Syndicate, and it's really just a twist on why they did that to him to basically throw you off like they don't want him, but then he comes out and help one of them with something, whatever the case may be, then good. But even say this Ricochet stays by itself and stays this annoying geek dork type guy that's purposely being annoying, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong at all about that. At least he's trying. You get brownie points for me for at least trying to do something different. But here, MJF still getting praised for going backwards. Yes, MJF is amazing. I fuss with MJF, but he's going backwards. So I don't understand it. But this is really about how the greatness of the Hurt Syndicate, the future of the Hurt Syndicate looking great. I do think Mercedes Moné could join it, and I think Ricochet should join it as well. If not Ricochet, Max Caster. But I think Mercedes Moné should definitely join the Hurt Syndicate. That would be a fresh, whole new look for the Hurt Syndicate. But other than that, what do you guys think of Ricochet thus far? You gave it up on him already? Will he join the Hurt Syndicate? Will he go nowhere in a year from now? Who really knows? Me? I'm going to wait till the meal is actually done. And we're going to see if it tastes right. Did you season it right? Give a man a chance. You can't say something tastes bad and you've never been in his restaurant. It makes no sense to do that. Oh, I don't like that. Never even had it. How you know you don't like oysters if you never have tried it? But anyway, Ricochet, I say give him a chance. Let's see what he does in the near future with the Hurt Syndicate. We heard people, and we're out.